Hi guys, I'm Hextrojan, you're watching Gaming Hexer. Welcome back to our survival series of Space Engineers, and this is episode 2. Basically where we left off in the last episode, we had got a basic platform up and running. Assembler, refinery, a charging station, a medical room as well. So we're not doing too shabbily. This is how it's looking. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to beef this up a bit, try and fill the structure out a bit. Hopefully then it won't look so basic, and then I'm going to work on the connections between the assembler, refinery and the reactor, so that when I do a bit of mining I can just chop the stuff into a connector that I should have set up here somewhere, and it will just automatically feed between the appropriate cargo containers, reactor and so on. So we're going to go from there. I think what I'm going to do first is, like I said, I'm going to get some steel plates and I'm going to start filling out this structure so it doesn't look so skeleton-like. So let's go from there. On that note as well, there's been a lot of meteor showers. I mean, there must be only 2 minutes between them. It's never a good thing, but I must keep an eye out for cracks in the asteroid. I'm not sure how much damage that these asteroids actually, or these meteors, cause. The asteroids that we're, for instance, like the one that we're building in now, whether that will cause it a massive amount of damage or not, I'm not sure. I may go on a quick excursion onto the outside of the asteroid, in particular the side that's exposed to the meteor shower, and see exactly what's happening there and try and keep an eye on it from time to time. The new textures now of the light blocks and the heavy blocks are looking a lot tidier. I'm quite impressed with them actually. They're not so blurry now. You can see the scrapes and scratches, and now these sort of indentations within the actual model itself. It's very nice. A simple but nice touch. And it shows that the devs are still working on the main parts of the game, and not just always adding new features. They're going to improve upon what's already there, which is always good. Excuse me. Haven't decided on the colour scheme of my station yet. I have turned off the autosave for this particular episode. Let's just hope I remember to save when we do finally finish. It's a shame to lose so much work, but it happens, and it has happened before. Right, we're going to give this meteor shower a minute or two to pass us, and then I'm going to go and have a quick look outside once I've replenished my suit energy levels. I can hear them connecting onto an asteroid close by. Whether it's this one or not, I'm not sure. Oh, finally used all them steel plates up. So I'm going to need some more, but this is how it's looking now. And it's looking much nicer. It's looking like it can become a decent structure. Right, we're going to charge up our suit first. You'll have to excuse me. You might hear the odd slurp of a drink. Right, so the sun is in this direction, I believe. Oh, it's not finished. There's the sun. We're actually in a fairly decent position. We have... I don't see where any asteroids have connected with this, any meteors have connected with this particular asteroid. However,
storm inbound.
Don't panic. But I do believe that this one, they don't seem to be causing so much damage. Is that one coming for me? Oh, he's close enough, wasn't he? This asteroid here seems to be offering a fair amount of protection, so that is actually quite handy. That is kind of cool there. Might have to get a little screenshot of that. You'll have to excuse me. But you can also see that these meteors are leaving little deposits. Whoa! Come on in. One. This probably wasn't such a good idea. Whoa. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, would you look at that? Just out of curiosity, is this in any way close to our structure? Should be. No. That's good. Right. So, like I said, right, back to business. Let's get us. We'll come back to finishing off this in a minute, because as we go along, we will acquire more steel plates. Let's take this guy. Right, I'm going to go for the connectors and the conveyor tubes and try and get them to do a little something for me over on the platform. Oh, right. Any further and I'm going to start losing resources. Right, so the assembler and the refinery are already connected. I think I did place the reactor so that it was connected to the cargo container, and so that I could throw a connection down the way. So I'm going to do that and connect it up to the assembler, and hopefully I may need a conveyor to act as a pump. I'm not entirely sure. I think if I don't have the conveyor, then what's going to happen is I'm going to have to manually move materials. I don't really want to do that. Is that the assembler? Oh. I may not have thought this through properly. Right, now my gravity generator does appear to be in the way. However,
meteor storm inbound.
You don't say. I'm not entirely sure if I thought this through. Let me see. Dropped some of that. There's no connection here. Where is the connection? So I'm going to have to do it this way then. I'm going to have to connect from here into there. Up straight the way and disguise it somehow. So that's not a problem. We'll do that then. Tidy as you go.
Battery full.
That's typical. Because this will be in my way. There we go. Now let's get us some conveyor tubes. Now that I've opened up the build menu, you can see some of the mods that are installed. As I said, I'll try and best describe each one as I go through, provided I'm going to use them. I'm actually quite looking forward to using this new one. This is the
Meteor storm
new
inbound.
small landing gear, and in particular this one, which is the orb cockpit. I think they look kind of cool, and they can be both for large ships and for smaller ships, and they don't, well, they require a lot, this one, in the way of computer, the computer component, and this one in fact a lot in the way of steel plates, but the steel plates are easy to make, so we should be okay. But we'll jump that hurdle when we come to it. Let's see, what was I looking for? The other problem that it creates is that there's an awful lot of items here to cycle through before you find what you're actually looking for. So we want this conveyor tube, and maybe the angled one. I'm not entirely sure yet. Yes, we'll need the angled one to go up. Do that, and I'll build it while I have the resources too. And I think that's going to have to be a conveyor. Yes, it's going to have to be a conveyor. So let's remedy that. There is one on here somewhere. Pretty sure there is. Unless I have already dismantled it, I may well have. I think I might have already. So let's see how much of it we can build and what we need. Interior plates. Rightio.
Meteor storm inbound.
That wasn't so bad. All we need is construction component, 20 construction components, and 38 small steel tubes. Hold right click and drag it across, and you can enter a number. What did I say? 20 construction components. So let's do that. There we go. There we go. Right, and you hear the refinery. I don't know if you heard it there, the refinery kicked in straight away. That's because as soon as I put this conveyor in, any ores that were in this cargo container, which I believe I had a little bit of uranium in there, maybe some iron got dragged straight into the refinery, and what should have happened then also is that as soon as the uranium is being processed, it should be getting then pulled straight back into the reactor. Now it says 8.51, I'm not entirely sure what that said just beforehand, but if we look at the refinery, there is nothing in it at all, so it must have pulled the uranium ore from the small cargo container into the refinery, and then when it had been processed, then pulled it back into the reactor. Because if it had pulled iron into the refinery, it would be here as iron ingots, which are here, see? Because I had put them there, so that's why that is. So if I try now to build some steel plates, I don't need to because I have over 800 on me, but then it would pull the iron ingots from the cargo container into the assembler, and then the product would remain in the assembler until I asked for it somewhere else. So
Meteor storm inbound.
I think I've decided that this bit here, actually, I would like to pull it out into, like, to fill this hole with like a landing area with possibly in the future some sort of hatch that would open up to allow entry into the actual asteroid. So I'm gonna work along them lines for now. What I might do is open this up a bit, and then any ships that might be mining or what have you could dock up here, and possibly with a connector that's coming out of this cargo container, dock to a connector. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. This is a massive area of uranium here. I mean, it's absolutely huge. I don't see us having any problems in the near future with regards to energy levels, having to set up any sort of solar panels or anything like that. What I might do is, if I can get the resources together, is have some sort of battery set up just in case I get forgetful. I think what I might go for now is white, just so I can get away from this, oopsie, this greyness. I know there's not a massive difference between the white and the grey, but at least it will allow these features to stand out here that I have. So that's what I'm going to do right now, quickly, because the grey is becoming a bit depressing. I'll even colour These ones I haven't built yet, so that I don't have to colour them later. I'm holding shift and pressing down the middle button so that it pastes a larger area. As you can see there. Oh, I must fill this little hole here. I do believe I dropped some steel plates down here at some point. There they are.
Meteor storm inbound.
Hmm. Oh, you see that? My suit energy? I nearly completely forgot. I think what we might do as well, if we get the opportunity in this episode, is if we see a sorry, I was just trying to think of the name then. A commercial cargo ship. I don't believe it will be armed. We might try and commandeer it, mainly because I'm hoping it will have an antenna on it, and it will save me having to scrounge together the resources to make one. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to go after a military escort at this particular point in time. I don't think I'd be happy taking on one of them unless I had a heavily armoured ship myself to give me that level of protection from his turrets. It's not that far away, but like I said, not worth the risk at this particular point in time. I actually kind of like this open plan sort of design in here, and I may keep it this way. And have maybe a sort of catwalk along the top, looking down on it. Yeah, I think that's what I might do actually. And as meteors are giving that asteroid a good battering. Asteroids have actually quite a widespread because they're coming from this direction, as you can see there, and the other direction, which would suggest to me that they don't come directly from the area of the sun, and that it's just that direction that they approach from. I'm not entirely sure. We'll know soon enough when we have to go out there. Well, we should be getting fairly low on steel plates now. It's looking a bit boxy at the moment. But that doesn't matter because this probably won't all be very visible. And the white is looking very clinical, which I don't know if that's what I'm really going for at this particular time. But let me see what catwalks we have available. Okay, what I might do then is I may get a little catwalk system up and running around the edge of this little open planned area of this platform that I have, and we might have to call it a day by the time we get to that point, but we'll see how we go. Right, here's a catwalk
Meteor
plate
storm inbound.
and the catwalk. This is the vanilla catwalks as far as I know. That one and that one. Now I might be wrong. Catwalk base. I think this is supposed to be the one that's supposed to be used with the catwalk sides and rails that we saw down here. Because I don't see a base here. I see the stairs and rails. I don't see the base. So I'm assuming that the base was that up there. So let's get the stairs here and see what we can do with that. Ooh. Right. May have to do. Let's flip this a second. There we go. And I want the rails on the other side, so it will be there. I could have double rails. Possibly. I think I will. Let's do that one then. There's the stairs. I did see double railed ones somewhere. In front of me. I bet you're all screaming at me there. I just like to say, I don't like word searches, and that was just the picture version of one to me. As you see, I don't like things I'm not very good at. How shallow of me. Right, what do we need? Interior plates, girder, bulletproof glass, small steel
Meteor
tubes.
storm
I
inbound.
probably won't remember any of that, but let's see what we can scrounge from here. Display, no. Computer, no. No. Don't have girders. Right, let's give this a go. I wonder. Let's go to production. I wonder if the mods items show up in here. Oh, they do, look. Some of them anyway, not all of them. From what I can tell. Some. Let's do this then. If I want a girder, I think we need at least 10 of them. That's building them. And that was quick enough for me. What else was it we needed? Girder 8, interior plate 25, small steel tube 6, bulletproof glass. I might have to eat that off of something. And if you look over here, we'll get 10 bulletproof glass and 15 again, so 25 bulletproof glass and the 10 girder from here. I wish I'd checked that first. There we go. Oh, you really, really want the interior plates? Okay. Which I will obviously have to build. What was it, 15 interior plates? I think it was 15. So production, interior plates, control click for 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my assembler here, and you can see it's pulled the iron into the assembler, and these are the things that I've just built in the assembler. What is that? Now that antenna 2 is attached to that military mine layer. Now I think the mine layer does have turrets. Well, it's kind of funky. Oh, I really like that. Very nice. How much bulletproof glass was that? 6, which means I would have enough to build another one up to there. Which I believe. Let's see, 6. Why won't it let me? Interior plates again. 25. Okay, well it was easy enough that time round.
Meteor storm inbound.
Well, I think we're making a little bit of progress. Slowly, but we're getting there. I think I put a catwalk here so I don't lose that space underneath. God damn you, interior plates. That's a fairly nifty looking catwalk though. Even gone through the trouble of having the detail underneath, which is very cool. So I need interior plates, I need 10. Well, do you know what, I might just whack out a couple of hundred interior plates, because otherwise I'm going to be doing this a lot. There we go. How many do I need? 10.
Meteor storm inbound.
And I think I might have run out of iron. Not enough to finish building. Okay, so we'll have to remedy that as well. And the girder. So we are going to have to address that. So what I might do is get a little hole going into this wall here. Hopefully gravity will remain with me.
Meteor storm inbound.
I'm just going to feed this straight into the refinery for now. I think on that note, I think we're going to call it a day from here. Yeah, well, hopefully that's enough now to keep the construction going in the assembler. I was hoping we could get a bit more done this time around, but it's not a problem. It just means that we'll have more to do next time. So if you liked, please subscribe even. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you again for episode 3.